Hello and welcome, my name is Nilaus and this is episode 9 of our Let's Play campaign of Factorio with Bob's Mod and Angel's Mods and absolutely no logistics, robots or networks. As you can see, I have some blinking things. That's really the only thing I've done since last time. Let's just go ahead, because I really wanted to have a big fat signpost for each one so that when running by you could easily see, oh, what's in that square. I think it's pretty cool, and since the world is infinite by infinite, I think I should have room for it. However, this is presenting some other challenges. What I have done, or what I've sort of measured my way to, is basically saying I'll have one distance here between them, right? So this one, that'll be the distance, like this. And this is going to keep blinking until I have wires that I can hook them up so that they're always on. And maybe even colored, you never know. But so far, I mean, it's possible to see what's going on there. Just now it's getting lighter, so that's better. All right, so I want 4 tracks. Let's get some space. I think I want them really close. Is that the same? There, yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Now my choice is either have 2-headed trains or 1-headed trains. The part that I don't like about that, well, I think there would be a benefit of having the 1-headed trains. In that case, I'd bring them in over here like so. No, not like that. And just a disclaimer, I'm not a world champion on trains. I mean, they're not have it like this. The problem is I have 2 lanes. These 2 are going this direction, and the other 2 are going the other direction. Then the question is, do I need to be able to bring it into both of them? Or should it be more like I always get from the... Now I just thought of something. And why did I not clean it out properly? Alright, so basically... Yeah, whatever. That's for greenhouse. Then I'd need to do this, because basically it can come from anywhere and it can go that way. But I really also needed to be able to get it up here, because you never know. This is only the inbound, this is inbound, this is inbound, that is outbound, that is outbound, if they are heading that direction. Then I might say, yeah, you always do that. Or I could also argue that, yeah, you know what, it must be able to also get into the other squares. And then that's where it becomes really difficult and just really tangled, because that is just going to be a nightmare with signals and crossings and whatever. And I don't particularly like that. That's the issue with the 1-headed or the 2-headed. There are too many options when it comes out. If I do a 1-headed train, so that's only a locomotive in one end, I actually want to run 2 small trains. The reason I use this one is because there's the least space here. I also have this. So I think there's actually a bit of room if I go like so. Can be closer. I'm gonna curse at this for being so close. I think I wanna make sure that I can. I'm going to do wired intersections at these points here. Did I just mess it up? Yeah, I did. I think I did. There's something wrong here. There. All right. Okay, so let's say that it only can come in from this. That means it has to be able to switch tracks somewhere else. That actually means that it has to be here or somewhere else. I mean, switching tracks here does not seem to be useful. Well, it could actually. Then I'd also be able, you also need to be able to get on this track. Yep. And the same for this one, because it could be the entrance one too many, here. And then I need to make sure that I can switch tracks correctly, which is something that's going to happen here. Let's just branch out, get out and in. And again here, out and in. So that's one direction. Then I need the other direction. Suppose that's going to be here. Oh, this is complicated. And why do I not have any blueprints? I should have cleaned this out in advance. I really should have. I just didn't think I would use this one. There might be some combinations that just can't be done with this setup. Yep, good. This one folded back in. Folded in. Okay. And then I also need, so this one can now switch tracks. Not exactly ideal. Well, yes, it can. It can continue in 3 or it can go up to 4. Or this one, I also need to be able to switch inside here. I think there should be room for it, right? That would have to be something like this. It's close. It's maybe too close. I don't know. Like this. Break out. Break in. I needed that space. Then I need to make the whole thing shorter. But I can't do that, right? I can't always do it though. And I'm not even sure this is something that's doable, and maybe people are sitting at home and laughing at me for being so silly and not figuring it out. That's how it's gonna be there. Which actually is nice because it's not actually completely synchronized with this one, but I think it should be. At least there's gonna be some logic to it. Great, that was already one. Now these are synchronized, that's good. Then it would be very nice if the other ones could also synchronize. And then how the hell do I bring it underneath here? Because if I need to, well, I think with Bob's mods, let me just check these undergrounds. Let me just grab some undergrounds here of the good kind. How far is the underground distance? Oh yes, it is. It's great. It works. It's twice as long. I thought so. Now I should be taking this one out as well. So what is the constraint here? I assume this is the constraint. That's the constraint. A very short track here. And then I will also go, how far is it? There? Yep. And then let's see if this one can fold up and back again. Alright, so in here I also need the last part, and that's the switch this direction and switch in the other direction. There. Does it fit? And not quite. Not quite. What is it? LED processing. Is that more? That's an advanced LED processing. Let's just see. Okay, that's interesting. I can advanced LED processing with silver ore. So I get 2 for 2, or so I can get silver out of processing lead. That's actually quite neat. Getting lead oxide, cum galena. All of those things are something I'm gonna need to dive into, but not now. This it's not symmetric. That's the biggest issue. I really want it to be symmetric around here, and of course the logistics thing is constraining. Let's see, how do we measure something is symmetric? Let's see, 1, 2 areas, 1, 2 areas. Yeah, so I can see that this should actually be shifted 1 to the right, and it can be shifted 1 to the right. and actually can be shifted more. This should be. This one is much closer to that edge than this one is to that edge, and that's totally understandable because of these ones, yeah. I'll try it because it's a matter of getting this as close as possible. The more space I can generate, the better. So this one is here. So this kind of. Is it like this or is it like that? I think it's. There's one in between and then that one. Let's see if this is working. It's gonna run into all sorts of trouble. Especially with this one. But I can get this one further out, that's not an issue. It's just because I haven't extended these lines. It's just a lot of things I need to take care of. There. Yep. This actually looks about right. And this one here, I can change this. What am I missing? It's over here. It should be right at that edge. And the same for here, right at the edge. And then they're synchronized. It's the same here, this is right at the edge. Great. Then this one is taking out exactly as it starts, and I'll actually do that slightly different here. It should be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay, so it is actually now symmetrical. And symmetrical is something we do prefer. Something is not right here. This one is shifted one to the. Gee, it's this one. Is that the same? No, it's not. That's the same, I think. This one, maybe just do it immediately. Is that about right? That's about right. So this setup is now pretty damn modular. And we have some issues when it comes to putting in the right things on it, yeah? Let's also get a second. We're already running into trouble now. How much space do you want for each? Because I definitely need two train stops, and I probably should need more. Would want more, but I can't take more. So that's really constraining the space here. I don't mind that so much. It's also constraining the field here for writing. I could actually get it closer to the edge, but then it wouldn't be possible to do this one as nicely, and I definitely cannot go closer. I could go one closer, but that wouldn't work. Let's have a look at these ones just to see how that would work. This is that one, just to see how close it can get. Yeah, no worries at all. Actually, that should be symmetrical as well. Because I'm gonna have loading and unloading stations on the other side as well, meaning that I'll have things coming in here. How would that be? These are going that direction. That's gonna be slightly different. But I think I actually have left enough room. Unfortunately, they have to cross down here. Alright, now comes the worst part, and I'm not really sure I can do it correctly. So far, so good. I have never built, just saying that, I've never built any 4-lane setup before, so I'm probably gonna mess this up. And I know that some of these probably have to be chain signals, but I'm not really into chain signals just yet. Hence why I am reluctant to just dive in. No. There. So if I don't do anything more than this, I'll just, first of all, I want to see that I have room for all of these, and I do. Oops, don't want it there, I want it there. Next one, here and here. And then here, here, and here. That's also good. Then I need, well, that's not correct, is it? Inbound, 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 yes. Here, here, just to cover off that one. That covers off that one, and that one. Wow, that's a lot of signs around this one. Do I even have enough here? No, I do not. And that one covers there. Okay, so I think that's actually signaled correctly, excluding where I should have chain signals. But it will work without chain signals. It'll just jam once in a while. And that's the part I need to figure out now. So first, that's signals, then I'll take the chain signal. So the chain signal is basically saying don't even go over across this one if that's not green. That makes perfect sense, right? Because if this one enters here but it can't move beyond this, then it gets stuck. And same with this. No, 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 no. You're gonna be a regular signal, I think. I definitely don't want it to be parked here and blocking this lane. Definitely not. And the same with this one. I guess all of them kind of have to be chain signals. I mean, this one can stop here when it cannot cross. That's better that it blocks this road. Then things can always move across. That's better. Here, no, not really. But this one for sure a chain signal, and this one as well. That one, no. This one, hold on, where am I going? I'm going this direction. Then it's that one. Which is a problem if this is just getting stuck on this. Yeah, it is. It is actually. I should be chaining a lot of the signals. That one is good because that prevents crossing an intersection. This one, if I stop on this, it'll block both lanes. I'll try to run this for a while and then see where it jams and then learn from it. Also, if someone has some good concepts for it, because I don't know how many times you can chain signal each other, because, I mean, for example, you could argue, no, this one's good, but this one, you don't want this one to stop here, because then it's blocking this lane and that lane. You want to go up here and then wait at this point, and then maybe it can kind of stay there. All right, let's build the two train stops. We also, this is very nice that I have everything built here. Good, good. How much space is there? There's actually room for another stop here. If I just take, yeah, I'll do this one. Because that means I can have a small train of one. All my trains will be 1 + 2. That's the intention. All my internal trains. The external trains, I don't know. They could be anything. This one will be called logistics. And I'll actually, can I copy paste? Yes, I can. This one will both be loading and unloading, which is something I think I need to control with wires, and that's another kind of headache that I'm not really diving into just yet. Let's claim a lot of the iron here. Yeah, got it. And let's also claim, there we go. Now we have a lot of power poles. These just remain as they are. And I think this is actually very nice setup. I'm not sure it works though. Let's take a look. I would have to... What I'm also intending is cargo wagons. I unfortunately don't have the trains yet because they require some... so from here I expect to actually take all of these things and put into them, and that'll be like a train that goes out to somewhere else. It could be an inbound and an outbound, couldn't there? Because I really, at some point I want to be able to say, I'm somewhere really far away and I need some power poles. Then I'll just go up here, request the train that I know is called logistics, bring it over, grab whatever's in. Which means that, for example, in this area I'll be having... I'll lock these like this, for example. Now they're locked, and that's the only thing that can be put in. And I think that would make really good sense to do that. I can also have with like this, and like this one, and here, and a lot of... Now I'm actually starting it now, just to illustrate the point. The reason why it zooms is because I need to click my middle mouse button, and that is also the scroll, and I am a bit clumsy, so it scrolls a bit when I click here on the middle mouse button, which is my scroll wheel. There. Don't know what the rest should be. Let's see, what do we else have? What other things do we have? I could actually just request trains as well. That'd be kind of neat. That could be like a... And then the last one would be filled for a train. Can I? Yeah, I can't do it unless I have it in my inventory. That's a bit of a shame. So for example, that would be it. And the other one here would be filled with... now I'm on a roll here. I really like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Actually need more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely more of these. What else? Then we need this one. Definitely a lot of those. And some undergrounds. That's basically all we need. The red ones I'll stop using really soon. Yep, I should not use red ones at all anymore. They're slightly cheaper, but no need. Let's see, what was the last thing I wanted in? It was the splitters. Where do I have a splitter? I don't. I have now 2. And then I don't know what the last thing should be. Maybe some express thingies. I'll lock this down again. Because what I'm then seeing now is that this is quite clearly an outbound train. But what if I need something incoming? Then I kind of actually need a different spot for the incoming. Because if someone... oh, damn it. Now I spent so much effort on this and I don't have a train, then I have to leave it here. This one is going to be logistics out. This is going to be logistics in. So this is the inbound, this is outbound. It's even more constrained now, because the inbound will be, again, I'll do this, which again needs to be wired. It certainly needs to be wired for sure, and that will then put, let's just make some examples here. I mean, this one requests logistics input, right? So forget that one, forget this one, forget it here. This is the intention. I'll just illustrate my thought on this. And it is kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to say weak, but it is it seems a bit fragile. And up here I need to do something better because I don't want to insert everything on this. Well, that's the part where I can offset it here. This is Bob's logistics thingies. Well, insert, near. So these ones, if we look really close, this is near, this is normal. So they'll actually alternate on where they're going to be positioned. And I'll plug these in. Also plug these in just for the hell of it. And I need to drag the power poles from over here, so otherwise I'll be getting my blinking thingy. Now this is powered, and I'll be doing this. And I'll also do it here. And that's the idea. So the logistics train comes in. That's the stuff we need here. And I might, for some, I'll definitely need more than one thing coming in. And in that case, I have no idea how I'm going to do it. But yeah, we'll see. I'll just need one. I'll need one more. So this is looking nice. This is the concept of the trains in this this area here. Don't exactly know how I want to pipe it up, but I'll look into that. So that they are filled up correctly. So I have a nice train full. Okay, so that's it for me. Let's recap. Ooh, uranium. Weaponized depleted uranium. Very destructive. How destructive is it? That's a nice... the native's worst enemy. Yes, of course. So we built this, let's call it beautiful. I prefer that word. I'm not really sure that's the right word for it. Complicated, over-engineered might be another word for it, but that's the same as beautiful. And this is the idea of what I need. And I'll do a roundabout over here. And I know roundabouts are the curse and the bane of everything, but that's just the way it is. Okay, thank you very much for joining, and I hope to see you in the next episode as we expand this network. Cheers, bye.